Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today my guest is Gary, and I would like to interview him about his experience here in the Philippines. So, Sir Gary,
Yes.
thank you for this interview and welcome to my channel.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so the first time is I just want to ask you, how are you?
I'm good. Good.
Okay. How long you been here in the Philippines?
I got here this time November 5th.
Okay. And do you have any information, some information about you to share to viewers about where you came from, or what city are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Wisconsin,
Okay.
La Crosse. And then when I was 40 years old, I moved to the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota.
Okay.
And I lived there for 28 years, retired from the Veterans Administration.
Okay.
And
And if you don't mind, how old are you?
I am 67 and I'll be 68 on Wednesday.
Aha, okay. So advance happy birthday. So, okay. And why is the Philippines, is it your first time to visit here in the Philippines, or you've been here before?
This is my fifth trip.
Fifth
Number
trip.
5.
Okay. And did you choose or decide if the Philippines is your permanent place or country to stay?
I am working towards that, but so far, yes.
Okay. Okay. And so far now, are you renting or own a property here?
Well, right now, as things stand, we have a condo in this building. We've been here for about since November 5th. Eventually, what I would probably do is buy property.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how's your experience here in the Philippines?
Well, it's varied from time. Each time I've been here, it's been different. So the first time I was here was in 2016,
Okay.
and I spent about 3 weeks in Manila. And you hear a lot of people say they don't like Manila,
Okay.
but I actually like Manila. There's a lot to do there, a lot to see. So I saw a lot of stuff. Went to the American
Okay.
Cemetery there, so that was a good trip. And then I came back in 2019, and I was here for about a month, and I was in Makati.
Okay.
That trip was kind of so-so. And then I came back in May of last year,
Okay.
and I spent a month in Davao with Mitch, the person I'm with, and Mitch and I met in 2020, so we've known each other for about 4 years.
So you are in relationship now or married?
We're in a relationship, and we're kind of graduating.
Growing.
Growing. No.
Okay.
So I met her in May of last year, and then I came back in October of last year. I was
Okay.
here through March, and we spent that time in Davao. That's the city that she's from. And yeah, and then this year we came here because we were going to meet Bobby.
Okay.
Bobby's Angels.
Yeah. I
And
know.
but he left just before we got here. So, but we did meet Isla, his wife and sister, and a friend of hers, Pumpkin. So we've met them, done a few things with them.
Okay. And how old is your girlfriend?
How old is she?
Yeah.
25.
Okay.
She was 25 when I met her, and now she's 25 again.
No.
She was older when I met her and got younger when I met her.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
just joking.
Because like what they said, the more your age getting older, the more you look getting younger.
Well, what happened, she's a very intelligent person, speaks, I don't know how many different languages.
Okay.
And so she's not your typical Filipina. She grew up in Davao.
Okay.
So she's got a little more experience than your average person that age, I think, would have.
Okay.
So,
But do you have any plan to get married soon?
that is what we're working towards, probably. And that would probably be on the next trip. We'd get married and then go from there.
Okay. Where did you meet her?
I met her online
Ah,
on Facebook.
okay.
Yeah, just kind of
Facebook?
yeah, Facebook. So we
Because some foreigner they go to dating website.
yeah, I didn't do that. I went on Facebook and I went in those groups, Foreigner Seeking Filipina,
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I kind of was just I wasn't really I was just kind of it was during the pandemic and I was kind of had a lot of time on my hands.
Yeah.
I'd retired and I thought, well, just finding people to chat with, not really looking for
Yeah.
anything real serious, and kind of graduated.
Okay. And can you share to people what are different things that you learn here in the Philippines?
Different things that I've heard.
Yeah, that you learn
Oh, that
about
I've learned.
Filipino culture. Yeah.
Um, what have I learned? Well, first of all, a lot of people that will go on these different YouTube channels and ask different questions like,
Yeah, yeah,
will
yeah.
my phone work there? How do I get money?
Yeah.
These real general basic questions. And the best thing to do, I think, is just to come here.
Yeah.
I mean, when I came here in 2016, I just came here.
Okay.
But the things I've learned is people are people. Life is what you make it. You have to be real patient here. Nothing happens quickly. I mean, you got to remember, or at least for me, I have to remind myself that I'm in a foreign country and that things aren't going to be the same in the U.S. as they are here.
Yeah.
So,
And why you choose Philippines to be your permanent retirement country instead Malaysia or other part of Asia?
well, for me, it goes back to when I was in the service. I was in the Air Force back in the 70s. And a lot of the other GIs were married to Filipinos. And I was single at the time, and what they would do is they would have us over to their house,
Okay.
and they would put on these really nice meals, and they just were in really good relationships. And they kind of planted that seed, and I always kind of remembered that, I always kind of wanted to come here. And like I said, I came here originally in 2016, and that was my 60th birthday present to myself.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. And sir, have you made a research for of the Philippines before you come here last 2016?
When I first came here, did I do a lot of research?
Yeah, do you research?
No, not really.
So
Just came here.
what do you think? What you thought is okay? I'm gonna go there and let's see what will gonna be happen on my trip.
People thought I was crazy. They said, I can't believe you're just going to go there. You're going to go by yourself. You're going to be 9,000 miles away from home.
Yeah.
Aren't you kind of worried about what might happen? And I think people that have been in the service or the military kind of have a different attitude about traveling and going places by themselves. And I think we have that kind of a carefree spirit where we'll just, we decide to do something, we'll just do it.
Yeah.
I went to New York by myself and nobody said anything about that.
Yeah, New York is very nice.
It is. Have you been to
but
New York?
Expensive. No,
Oh, yeah.
I've never been. My cousin was visit there one time because she is living in. She's staying now in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like New York.
And sir, have you ever encountered health problem here while you are here? Like the food?
Well, with the food I have, that's why I try to stay away from, because you get that, I think, you get like, for foreigners, I think we get diarrhea.
Yeah.
Montezuma's revenge, and so that's been kind of an issue for me, but generally speaking, no. But when I was here in 2019, I actually had an accident where I slipped and fell. My arm got caught between the window sill and I severed an artery in my nerve, in my arm. I severed this artery, and I had to go to the emergency room, the Makati Medical Center emergency room.
Yeah, that's a nice hospital.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, when I went there, I thought, wow, this is.
Yeah, the nice hospital in in Manila is Makati Medical Center,
Is it
St.
really?
Luke Medical Center.
Oh, really?
It's expensive,
Huh.
private.
So what happened was the guards came up and got me because I was incapacitated. They took me to the Makati Medical
Okay.
Center. I had to get stitches in my arm because I was bleeding.
Yeah.
And then they brought me back, but the guards signed for me. They took financial responsibility for me, which I thought was.
Yeah.
And then I went back the next day and paid it. And then I had to go back to the U.S. because I had to get treated by.
Yeah, because medication here is different in your other country.
Plus, I wanted to go to my own doctors.
Yeah. Did you drive a car here or
Yes,
no?
I have.
You have?
In
You have your
Davao.
own car?
Well,
In Davao.
when we were in Davao last year, we both times I was there because this person I'm with is from Davao. She knows Davao, so she's familiar with all the different places to go.
Okay.
So we rented a car there both times, and I actually like renting a car. But the traffic in Davao versus Cebu, it's the traffic in Cebu is heavier,
Yeah.
and it's a lot more congested here, and the traffic is more. But in Davao, it's not as bad as far as traffic. And I actually
okay.
drove there. And I don't know, it just, because she's familiar with Davao, we knew where to go, knew what to do, different restaurants, different places to go. Different parts of the island. We went to Jensen, we went up to Lake Cebu, a couple of different places. And so I just had a better experience there than I have here. But I don't have a car here, so it kind of limits me as to what I can do.
Okay. And sir, how can you tell the different way of living on your life in your country and here in the Philippines?
What's the difference?
Yeah. The way of living.
It's, like night and day. It's like living in two different countries. Well, in the U.S., the difference, there's all kinds of differences, but in the U.S., because it's a more developed country,
Okay.
you have better infrastructure, things are more readily available. The way of doing, and you got to remember too that I'm also used to that.
Yeah.
The way of doing things just seems cleaner to me. But then again, we have a lot of social issues in the United States where they're kind of divided and it's a real polarized country right now, The way I deal with that is I just stay out of it. I just mind my own business. What I've noticed here is people are friendlier, easygoing, laid back. You don't really notice any kind of issues as far as culturally. The way of doing things is kind of interesting, the way they do things. But like you go to the grocery store and buy something. If you use a credit card, they run it through the cash app machine. Then they have to run it through the cash register, and then they'll write something on the back of their receipt, and it just takes longer to do things.
Yeah. Okay.
And then a lot of times, certain items, products aren't available here that are available in the U.S. It's just. But overall, I would say they're both good.
Okay. And sir, what kind of visa are you holding now? Did you apply? Do you have already your SRRV visa or?
I have not yet applied. I have not yet applied for a permanent visa. I'm here on a tourist visa right now. When I do that, it will be the SRRV, Special Retirement Resident Visa. And that's because I'm military.
Okay. And sir, can you please share to viewers the pros and the cons that you experience here in the Philippines?
So
the negative and the positive that you experience here in the Philippines.
Negative? Let me think. What's negative?
How about the internet connection?
Actually, that was an issue in Davao because I think it was probably because of the modem that we were using. But here in Cebu, we have not had an issue with the internet. Up in the condo, we have run into. Well, in this particular area, because they have a problem with water pressure, they have to use. They truck water in, and our condo happens to be on the street side. So after 5 months, I've kind of gotten used to that noise, but that was kind of an issue. This area in the thing, I actually kind of like Davao better than Cebu because Davao is more of a Philippine city.
Yeah.
where, Cebu is the #1 tourist destination in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
but Davao is much more peaceful.
It is.
Yeah.
Have you been to Davao?
No, I've not been, but I heard it. I had a friend of mine who was from Davao, and he said to me that Davao is very peaceful.
It is. It's very orderly. Duterte was the
Yeah.
mayor there, and he whipped that city into shape. It's no
Yeah.
smoking citywide there.
Yeah, there is a smoking area.
Yeah, you have to go to a designated, but that's citywide. I mean, the whole city is no smoking except in
Yeah.
the designated smoking areas. The thing I liked about Davao versus Cebu and even Dumaguete for that matter is it's more of a Philippine city. It's your working Filipinos where, if you go to Dumaguete, you kind of got that expat foreigner population.
so much.
And here with Cebu, great tourist destination. And this is like, as I was going to say, the #1 tourist destination of the Philippines, and it shows. But I mean, it's a good place. It's just, it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for a real kind of more of a native experience, now I'm not saying province. Oh, sorry, I'm not saying the province, but for a city, I think Dumaguete or Davao would be my choice.
And sir, I think you are familiar of the issue. I mean, you are familiar now about passport brothers, right? What is your opinion about passport brothers?
Can you explain that to me again?
Okay. You are familiar. Do you familiar about passport brothers? What is your opinion?
Are they the ones that come here just looking for?
Yeah, that's looking for a traditional Filipina or.
Looking for a traditional Filipina for a
Yeah,
wife?
or looking for a Filipina or Asian woman to be their companion.
Permanently?
Permanently or girlfriend.
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, if people, if you can find someone that you love and can have a relationship with, and they feel that, and you're compatible.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, people are people.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter if they're from the Philippines or from Indonesia or the USA. At the end of the day, it comes down to you and that person. And if you can meet someone online and come to that country and have a successful, meaningful relationship, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Now, if you're talking about sex tourism, that's a whole different issue.
Yeah.
And for me, if that were, it's not my thing, but if that were a thing that I was looking for, I'd go to Thailand for that, not the Philippines.
Yes, because Thailand is much more than on that.
That's kind of their thing.
Yeah.
But not in the Philippines. The Philippines, I mean, Filipinas are looking for relationships.
Yes.
And they want somebody that, they're not looking for this 3-week in and out kind of thing. And that's kind of the norm. I don't know, I'm only guessing because I've not been to Thailand. But from what I understand, that's more accepted there.
Yeah, because when I was in Thailand, sir, the one question from the immigration is, he asked me, do you know that Thailand is a red light?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he asked it to me. And then red light, it came on my mind that, yeah, I know. Red light, it means that mostly there are so much not good things there. And mostly some guy all over the world in different countries go there for that. So I said, yeah, but I will not go there. I'm just go to another place. Yeah.
I have not been to Thailand. If I went, I would go with my girlfriend.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's very nice, sir.
Yeah.
The food are
I mean,
very
I would go
nice.
with her there. I would not go there alone.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay. And do you try Filipino food? No.
Rice. Is that Philippine food?
You never tried Filipino food?
Rice.
Rice only?
Yeah, rice.
What about
Isn't
other
that Filipino
dish?
food?
No, it's Filipino food, but what I mean is dish.
No, I haven't. Not really. I mean, a little bit. I have not done fish. And I'm not really a seafood person anyway. But when they bring me a fish that's bones and you got the head on it and the eyes, and and I'm not really a fish person anyway. I'm more of a, not really a seafood fish kind of guy. But I haven't really, to be honest with you, I've been here 5 times. And I've not really done it. No, I mean, I have not done balut either.
balut. I don't like balut also.
Have you done balut?
No, I've never eaten balut.
That's kind of weird.
I don't. It's disgusting for me. I don't see.
I mean, I just don't need to do it.
Okay. And sir, do you have a medical insurance while you're here?
I don't. No.
You don't have.
I'd be self-insured. I'd have to pay for it out of pocket. So, and when I'm in the U.S., I go to the VA medical center. So I go to the VA hospital. So that's where I go when I'm home. And I live in Minneapolis, St. Paul area, which the VA medical center there is like one of the top 5 medical VAs.
But there is VA medical center here, but
There
in
is,
Manila.
It's in Manila, but that only treats service-connected conditions. So it has to be something that you're service-connected for. It's a clinic. It's not really something that I would think about using. I think the closest facility is in Guam.
Okay.
So.
And sir, since you are living in Davao, what was your feeling when there was earthquake in Davao?
I've been through a couple of them. The very first one I was in, we were on the second level in the car.
Okay.
And we were getting ready to go out to dinner. And all of a sudden the car started shaking. And I thought somebody was outside shaking the car,
Okay.
And I thought, and I looked around, and then I noticed that the car in front of me was shaking.
Shaking.
So that was one. And that one was kind of a mild one, but then the condo that we had there was on the 25th floor.
Oh my God.
So we're on I'm on the 25th floor. Mitch is my girlfriend, wasn't there. And all of a sudden the building started going back and forth, shaking, and then the sirens started going off.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the clock on the wall, going back and forth, back and forth. And and I thought, I'm on the 25th floor. And I'm thinking, there's no way I'm going to get out of here. So I just kind of wrote it out. And then when it finally kind of settled down, I took the stairwell down.
Okay.
And, we stood outside for about an hour, but it's interesting. I mean, it's kind of a helpless. Have you been through an earthquake?
No. Yeah. I've been experienced earthquake last 2016 here in Cebu. It was earthquake in Bohol, but it's affected here.
Oh, you did feel it here?
Yeah, 2016.
In 2016. Yeah, I mean, it's the thing you get out of an earthquake is it's a helpless feeling. There's really nothing you can do. You just gotta just sit there and hope you get through it. That's what I got.
If this is it, this is it. You cannot change it.
It's either the building's gonna go down, or it's not.
Yeah. Okay. And sir, what advice you can give to viewers or to other foreigners who really would like to visit Philippines?
My advice would be that if you're thinking about coming to the Philippines, you should just do it.
Okay.
And just do it. Don't, I mean, life is short, and I would come here and experience it. I mean, a lot of people will talk about, come to the Philippines, they'll meet somebody online, they'll chat with them for months, maybe even years at a time.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I would say that to really experience the Philippines, just like anything else, you need to come here and you need to do it.
Okay. So that's it, everyone. And Sir Gary, thank you so much for this interview, and thank you for having me on the channel. So that's everyone, and God bless and bye.